Hello and welcome back to Witchy-Woo Tarot. My name is Chris, and this reading is for the general collective of all signs as we experience the energy of the full moon lunar eclipse in Gemini and enter the last month of 2020. So it won't resonate with everyone watching, but if it is your story, please let me know in the comments. And if not, be sure to check out my other videos for messages you need to hear. And remember, time, energy, and gender are fluid, so feel free to reverse the roles however you see fit. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. So thank you so much to my new and returning subscribers. You guys are freaking amazing. As you know, I love hearing from you, so please make sure to check out the description box below for all of the lovely ways in which you can find me on social media. So at the end, I will be announcing the winners of Sagittarius season giveaway, as well as the 2K giveaway, to thank you guys so much for helping me get to 2,000 subscribers. So I cannot thank you enough. So yeah, be sure to stay to the end to make sure you don't miss your name being called. So yeah, for those of you who would like to skip the astrology talk, there will be a timestamp down below that will take you straight to the reading. And for the rest of you, there are only a couple things I'd like to talk about. So if you want to dive way deep into astrology, I urge you to check out other sites like Forever Conscious and Cafe Astrology, because there you will find your birth chart information and have more specific details as to how these astrological events affect you personally. So let's talk about this full moon lunar eclipse in Gemini. So as we know, full moons are about release, and the focus with the lunar eclipse energy is going to be about closing the doors on the things we already know aren't working for us. So it involves letting go of something old in order to make room for something new. So since this eclipse is happening a couple of days after Neptune stations direct, aka today, it might make things just a little bit confusing. So Gemini is the communicator of the zodiac, but they're also the squirrel. So being smack dab in the middle of Sag season, we are really going to be encouraged to like race in and go after what we really want. And we want it right now, right? So think of that Knight of Swords or Knight of Wands energy. With the eclipse making the intensity 3 times more powerful than a regular full moon, you'll really want to be careful not to put your foot in your mouth. So let's talk about Neptune for a second. This is the planet of fantasy, dreams, illusions, fears, and although this full moon will be making us highly sensitive, it's also going to bring in the culmination of what we've been manifesting these past few months since the last set of eclipses in the summer. So think back to the beginning of September when the moon was full in Pisces. And all we were talking about, like realizing our dreams, realizing our fantasies, and figuring out a way to bring them into fruition, right? So that's what's happening now. And so this Gemini energy is going to force us to connect those dots and make a decision to actually choose our vision of the future over the illusion of fear, which can sometimes happen with these full moon energies. So think of it like a test, right? You've studied it, you've practiced it, and now will you remember it when faced with pressure of failure? Because fear is what creates that pressure. And so you're being urged to not give in to that this time. All right. And so with this portal energy, making the energy so powerful, it's so important for you guys to just live in your truth. And you're going to be supported by that since we're in the middle of Sagittarius season, and Sagittarius are the truth seekers. So luckily, Neptune is also going to be squaring the nodes of destiny. So no matter how things unfold for you, the key is to trust that it's all happening because it's supposed to happen. It's what you've been manifesting, for F's sake, guys. So the advice here is to use this portal energy to communicate clearly, not just with others, okay, but with yourself. Okay, so how have you been holding yourself back? How have you not been honest with yourself about how things are going in your life? So now's the time to really be honest with yourself and decide how you want the changes to be implemented moving forward. So what have you learned, or what have others shown you about what isn't working in your life? It's time to trust that and know that those lessons have been learned, and it's finally time for you to close that door, okay? So changes, realizations, endings, they're all bound to happen with this energy. So the question is, how are you going to use that to your benefit? Okay. So really think about that and focus on that as the energy builds up to this full moon. So depending on where you are in the world, it should be happening November 30th. You'll have to look at the exact times and things like that. But let's get some general energy for the collective and see, let's see where things are going to be as far as energetically. Let's see what the theme or lesson is going to be more specifically for the collective. Let's see if we can just get one to fly out. Sorry guys, I feel like I was giving y'all a spiritual spanking making that speech, and I really didn't mean to, but you know, if you've been following my channel for a while, you've seen the progression of the energy over the last, I don't know, 6 to 8 months. And, you know, you've seen how these changes have already been implemented in your life. So now is that time to really take advantage of this portal energy and make shit happen. So nothing's flying out. So I'm going to go ahead and cut and see what the overall energy is for the collective. Wow. So guys, what did I say? Neptune is squaring the North Node. Nodes of destiny. This is about your future, your destiny, your coming days. This isn't about the past like the South Node is. So step out of your comfort zone. Gemini and Sagittarius teaming up to make that happen for you. Now is going to be the time where you're thrust forward. Okay, so think about that bow and arrow that we talked about for Sagittarius season. The whole reason that it's their symbol. Because most of the time you have to be pulled back in order to have enough force to propel you forward. So any of these setbacks that you've experienced over the last few months, or if you felt like you've been pulling back or you're being pulled back or held back, it's so that when that arrow is released from the bow, you have that force behind you, that energy behind you to really land where it is you're trying to shoot for, okay? And that is going to require you guys to step out of that comfort zone and stop doing things that are familiar, okay? So going back to what I originally said, you know, what hasn't been working for you? Who and what has already shown you what you need to know, okay? So this can resonate as far as relationships, jobs, friends, family. What's going on in your life that you feel like you have a choice between remaining with something you already know isn't working versus making room for something that you don't know what's going to happen, but it's definitely going to be better than what you've experienced, right? So bottom of the deck, we have, oh look, full moon in Gemini. Holy shit, guys. We could not get better moonology cards. It's literally lining up with the energy of what's happening. So the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Again, communication. I love this duality here. The awake twin, the sleeping twin. So for some of you who are watching this for relationships, twin flame connections, soul connections, just understand that this time, as I said, the time that was spent where you felt like you were being pulled or held back, it was to prepare you to be able to shoot forward into your destiny, into the path that you're supposed to be on. So even though you might feel confused or you might feel fear or doubt or worry about how things are going to look, remember that you are the one that energetically has been preparing for this moment all this time. It doesn't matter how it's going to look. All you know is that what you've been seeing is not what you want to look at anymore, okay? So let's move into the Accurate AF Tarot and see what the recent, past, present, and future energy will be surrounding this full moon. And as we wrap up Sag season and move into Capricorn season. Oh my gosh, guys, this year has gone by so fast. like so fast. And for those of you who are sitting around thinking like, fuck 20 hell, I hate this year, like think about the growth and think about what you've gone through and what you've learned and experienced. Like, I'm so grateful that things happened the way that they did, just because I never would have been doing what I'm doing right now, which is talking to you guys and making these videos and doing these readings, because I would be clocking in and out, slaving away at some job that I hate. So sometimes, okay, speaking about what we just talked about, sometimes you don't know how things are going to look. But instead of getting wrapped up in fear, you need to really harness your dreams, harness your goals, harness what it is that you've been fantasizing about. And that's exactly what I did. I took control of my life and I started doing something that I love doing. And not only has it brought me so much joy, but I never would have expected to have come this far and be so happy with the decision that I made. So again, I know I'm rambling, but for those of you who are worried about what the future is going to look like and who are scared to leap forward into your dreams, into your passion, just know that it's going to be so much better than you ever thought or dreamed. All right. Anything that you dreamed up is nothing in comparison to what the universe has in store for you. So let's see what we have for the recent past energy. This is a really difficult deck to shuffle. So I might just end up cutting it and seeing if I can get something out this way, because other than that, we're going to have like 50 cards sticking. And I don't think that we want that. Okay, so I'm just going to pull from the top and see what's in the recent past. So we have the King of Pentacles in the past energy, recent past. For the present, we have the Four of Pentacles. And for the future energy, we have the Ace of Cups. And so the last reading that I did for the new moon, just a few weeks ago, it was very romantic, wasn't it? And for those of you who haven't seen, be sure to check out that video, because it was very romantic. It ended up being about love. So I think that the future energy coming up as the Ace of Cups is really powerful. So let's take a look at the bottom of the deck. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So in the processed energy, we have practicality and generosity. So me personally, guys, sometimes I feel like the Queen of Pentacles can sometimes represent someone who is more concerned with material things. And although the Queen of Pentacles is kind and nurturing and, you know, a good parent and things like that, good family, sometimes with that Pentacle energy, I do feel like Queen of Pentacles is more concerned with her material wealth than she is about the wealth that life can bring. Okay, so that's just kind of my personal take and what I'm getting from this energy under the deck. I feel like perhaps we are kind of putting down that sort of energy, and we are actually elevating ourselves. And I'm going to keep this up here. We're actually elevating ourselves into a higher level of consciousness even. So we've gone from the Queen of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. So we're leaving behind that energy of perhaps, it's a feminine energy, but for some reason, like I said, I'm picking up on the energy of someone who is not really evolved when it comes to the meaning of abundance. I feel like in order to evolve to that level of kingly energy, it's almost like there's a masculine energy taking over and taking control, and kind of reminds me a little bit of the twin flame reading I did the other day. So the masculine energy of the King of Pentacles is someone who is, yes, good father, stable partner, but this is someone who brings in abundance in all forms, not just monetary value. This is someone who is dedicated and loyal, and it's like not just about like business for money's sake, but a good business person, someone who's fair, but someone who also has the qualities of the Queen of Pentacles, since it's an evolving type energy. So it's almost like the masculine is kind of taking over and taking control now, and going after that power, that control, that thing, whatever it is that you're manifesting. That's this energy here. King of Rings takes control and makes it happen in the real world, tangibly, okay? And this isn't just about passion or about love. This is about stability on more than just a level of money. This is someone who is like preparing for fatherhood or preparing to start their family. And as you can see too, it's like he's massaging his neck. It's almost this energy of like, kind of reminds me of the Ten of Wands. Like, oh, I was just carrying a really heavy load. I learned a lot. I've been through a lot. And now I'm getting to this place where I can finally rest and stretch my shoulders because I've achieved this abundance mindset. Okay, so a lot of you could have recently found stability in a job, in a partner, or like I said, just decided on the path that you're wanting to go and creating stability for yourself, which I think is also very important. So in the present energy, we have the Four of Pentacles. So for this, I kind of see this big mountain here in the front. And so Four of Pentacles traditionally is like that miserly energy, or someone who kind of is, again, like I said, working on their stability. But I almost feel like it's exactly what we were talking about. It's this fear of like losing what you've built. And so don't allow yourself to fall back from this King of Pentacles energy in which you're trying to achieve into this perhaps fear that you're going to lose what you've been working on, or that you're going to lose what it is that you're trying to go after. Because yes, working on your stability, but don't focus too much on that monetary value, like I said. Because when you need nothing, you attract everything. But if you're focused so hard on clinging to those coins, you're just going to invite more lack into your life. Thus, the Four of Coins progressing to the Five, which is about lack. So don't allow yourself to fall back into that pattern of fear or worry about what things are going to look like in the physical, and allow yourself to just chill. Allow yourself to just let go. Because what's coming for you is the Ace of Cups. So going right along with what I said at the beginning, this full moon energy could make us very confused, okay? Could make us be reflecting on perhaps how things went in the past. Maybe this is almost like that trauma response, right? I'm thinking about the meme where at the beginning of quarantine, where someone changed the Four of Pentacles to rolls of toilet paper. Okay, it's like that fear, that triggering response that you give because of what you've been through in the past. Okay, that's what I'm feeling from this Four of Pentacles energy. You've come so far and you've evolved so much. Don't let yourself fall into a place of lack. Okay. Trust that everything you've built up until now is where you're supposed to be, okay? Because you can't fuck up anything that's meant for you. You can't have anything taken from you that was meant to be yours. You know what I mean? Like you just can't. You got to trust that everything you've built, everything you've worked on is for a reason. This reason, guys. The fucking Ace of Cups. Excuse my language. But this is a brand new emotional beginning. This is new love. This is spiritual. This is emotional fulfillment. This could be the birth of a child, the birth of a new idea, metaphorically, the birth of a new relationship. It's about birth. And that's what we've been trying to do. That's what we've been talking about, guys. So after this eclipse, we're going to be experiencing another eclipse on the 15th of December. And then the grand conjunction, or the great conjunction. And then we'll be moving into the age of Aquarius. I love this energy of the Ace of Cups coming into the age of Aquarius, guys, because Aquarius are the water bearers. But they're also They're also the thinkers, the inventors, the creators. They don't think the same way that others do. They're inventors. They're unique. And so we're going to be moving into a brand new age where we are going to feel confident in communicating our truth, but also not just being truthful, but walking side by side with our heart's desire. Okay? So for a lot of you coming into the new year, you might be getting into relationships. And you know, on a basic level, holiday season is cuffing season, right? So you're going to be finding more people doing reflecting and thinking about what it really is that they want in relationships, how they really want things to be going, and pursuing that, because you know nobody really wants to be alone during the holidays, or really ever, guys. But during the holidays is when it's very triggering for a lot of people. Okay, so let's get some clarity on the recent past, present, and future energy. Whew, goodness, guys. I still can't believe those Moonology cards. Like, what are the odds out of all the cards that are in there? The two most relevant cards that we could have gotten in the whole entire deck. Oh, guys, that's why I say you cannot make this up. My throat is itching too. Oh, man. Oh my God, you guys. Oh! We just got the Ace of Cups to clarify for the King of Pentacles. Okay, so let's clarify for the present energy, this Four of Pentacles. Okay. So we have Three of Cups, Death, Rebirth, and the Page of Swords, or the Princess of Swords. Interesting. And let's clarify for the future energy. Clarifying for the Ace of Cups, for the energy coming in after. Wow, so the Ten of Swords. What did I say, guys? Something needs to end and be cleared away in order for something new to begin. It's literally the cycle of life, okay? This is not a surprise. This isn't like, oh, brand new information. This is how life works. There needs to be a death, an ending, before you can bring in something new. And what's on the table is the Ace of Cups, literally twice. So bottom of the deck, we have the Strength card. So let's talk about this Queen of Pentacles energy again, because that's what this Strength card is clarifying for. I really feel, like I said, a lot of you have really needed to harness this strength, harness your resilience in these times, and truly, like, I'm hearing, like, bear down on your resources. This wolf is howling at the moon, and she almost looks sad. She's holding a flower, but she has a snake wrapped around her leg. So for a lot of you, this could literally be manifesting as releasing a karmic partner, a job, friend, family member, okay? Karmic situation, something that's been holding you back, or that's been draining you or feeding off of you, or just making you feel stuck or trapped. Okay, you've had the strength to move past and through that. And for some of you, this could be the energy of an actual person of earth energy. But again, it will manifest in different ways for different people, as there are many different messages that you can derive from this set of cards. So to clarify for the King of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Cups, which we just talked about. So in the recent past, I'm hearing that song Level Up. It's like your person, whoever you're watching this for, or however this is resonating, this King of Pentacles, I feel like the burdens that they've carried and the reason that it perhaps took them so long to evolve is because this Ace of Cups has been on the table. It's like they've needed to level up to prepare for this brand new start in love. Okay, they couldn't do that if they were stuck in something else. They couldn't do that if they were not in the vibrational energy of this love. And so I really think that perhaps this could be also manifesting for those who have felt like they have had met their true love and maybe were stuck in another situation, having to carry the burdens and end things in order to start new. So to clarify for the Four of Pentacles in the present, so this is like the middle of all of the intense energy that we've been talking about. Like I said, don't fall into that place of lack. You know, you don't need to cling to the rings. Everything's going to work out just fine coming up in the near future. So what is clarifying that is the Three of Cups, the Death card, and the Page of Swords. So for some of you, okay, the reason you could be falling into fear is because it's like there's a reunion on the table here. There's a reunion on the table here. This card says abundance, but the Three of Cups is also about friendship, reunion, celebration. But that can't come until this happens, right? Until this death happens and you rise like a phoenix into your new life. And so the Page of Swords is also that anxious type energy, wanting to communicate, but like holding yourself back from fear, from worry, from anxiety, having something to say, but not wanting to execute poorly. And so, as I said earlier, this is the time of like foot in mouth. So you're really going to want to sit back in this Page of Swords energy and kind of keep your cool and not rush forward into anything that you might regret. But also at the same time, taking stock of how you've evolved over the last however many months. Okay. Knowing that this reunion is inevitable for you, but that the cycle of life is required. As I said, the cycle of life is required. There needs to be this ending in order for this Ace of Cups to truly come in. And so to clarify the Ace of Cups coming in the future, we have the Ten of Swords. So I do feel like this ending will come. Okay. I do feel the energy, excuse me. I do feel the energy of endings happening, like I said, things being over and done. But the Ten of Swords is also saying that the worst is over. The worst is over and it's behind you. It's dead and gone now. Anything that you've seen, that you've learned, that you've gathered isn't working for you, that era has ended. And it's time to close the chapter on it. Now we're moving forward into true, abundant, happy, fulfilling love. All right. In whatever form that may be for you, whether it be a person or a situation, you'll have to let me know down in the comments. So very interesting energy, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get some Queen of the Moon Oracle cards and see what Spirit's advice is moving forward. What is Spirit's advice moving forward? Or any additional insights? One more. Okay, what parting messages do we have for the collective regarding this lunar eclipse in Gemini energy? Full moon lunar eclipse. Sheesh, guys. So didn't the fruition card come out in the last reading? Yeah, look at this. So we have purity and peace and fruition. So it's like Spirit is reminding you that during this time, the best thing for you to do is to, I'm hearing, just kind of stay quiet. This reminds me of the Two of Swords energy with the blindfold over the eyes. It's like no making any rash decisions is what I'm hearing. No, no deciding to communicate in any type of way other than peacefully. Okay? Because if you're communicating from a place of peace, from a place of zen, of love, and you continue to follow that pattern of life and moving forward towards only the things that make you feel this way. Doesn't matter what anyone else feels, okay? What makes you feel this way? Because as long as you stay on this path, everything that you've been manifesting is going to come into fruition. Like I said, you're going to see the fruits of your labor, even if you felt like you've been held back or kept back, or like you've been dealing with setback after setback. This time of you not knowing what's going on has allowed you to evolve spiritually to a place where it doesn't matter. And like I said earlier, whatever you think you want, whatever you're wishing for, whatever you're dreaming for, your dreams are nothing compared to what the universe is unfolding for you. And so I think that collectively we're starting to realize that having the blindfold over our eyes isn't necessarily a bad thing. We don't always have to know what is going to happen. We don't always have to have a map and a play-by-play of how things are going to go after we take a risk. What's important is staying in this place of zen, of peace, and not sacrificing your peace for anyone else. Living for you and only you. Only then will you start to see what you've been manifesting come into fruition. Okay? So, guys, this reading was really, really crazy and beautiful, and I loved it. New and full moon readings are always that way for me, though. I think I enjoy them the most. So let's get to this drawing. So guys, if you have any questions or would like to know or see any of the products that I am raffling off, feel free to check out my Instagram. I post a lot on there, pieces of jewelry that I make, and I do custom wire wrap jewelry. I also have all of my pricing for my readings on my website at www.WitchyWooTarot.com. So if you ever would like a private reading, please be sure to check out my information. Like I said, it's all in the description box below. And when I call the winners for a free reading, this includes any reading of your choice except for the emergency readings, okay? So you can do anything from a general reading all the way to a soul connection reading. That is up to you entirely. So I will be picking one winner to receive a free reading of their choice, another winner to win a custom piece of wire wrap jewelry of their choice, and then the third winner is going to win the Crow Tarot by MJ Cullinane, which I think is an absolutely gorgeous deck. It really speaks to me, and the energy inside is incredible. So let me set that down here. And then finally, for the 2K giveaway, you will be receiving a custom ornament of your choice. This ornament actually has what I put up on my Instagram, but this is just an example. You'll get a piece of custom made jewelry, a intentional candle, and a crystal of your choice. So let me set that over here. Crystals include red jasper, green aventurine, and snowflake obsidian. So yeah, let's get started. I'm going to pour out these names and we will see who the first winner is. Okay, I'm going to close my eyes, guys, because I can't. Okay, so for the free reading, we have Brody Duncan. So Brody, give me a shout, email me, send me a message, direct message, whichever is appropriate for you, and claim your free reading. And so for the winner of the custom wire wrap jewelry, we have Jessica Elaine Arnold. So Jessica, please hit me up and let me know what you would like for me to make for you. I can't wait. That is my soul sister. So I'm excited to do that for you, Jessica. Please send me an email. And then for the third winner of the Crow Tarot. Oh gosh, I just ripped the paper. I have April Rain 711. So April Rain, please send me a message and let me know your deets, and I will have that sent out to you. So for the winner of the 2K giveaway, we have Gabby Miller. So Gabby Miller, please send me a message and I will be happy to send you your ornaments. And again, that's custom. So also let me know what you'd like in there. And if you'd like to see what can go in there, again, see my Instagram page as I have listed all of those different pieces that are available. So guys, I love you so much. Again, if you want to contact me in any way, shape, or form, my information is down below. Other than that, I wish you luck and so much love and happiness during this full moon lunar eclipse. Take care of yourselves, be safe, and I will see you soon. Bye.